With a challenge for myself, I was wondering if I could build a dropshipping store from scratch and hit $1,000 in revenue in just 7 days. Now, most people will tell you that that is impossible. They will say the market's too saturated, you need a huge budget or years of marketing experience. I'm here to show you the exact step-by-step blueprint I used to prove them wrong. This is the raw, unfiltered story of how I found a winning product and scaled it to over 1,000 grand in a single week. Day one, this is what I did. On day one, the starting line is what I will call it. Honestly, the biggest challenge isn't the tech or the money, it's the noise. You've got a million gurus in a million videos telling you a million different things. I decided to tune all of that out and trust a single proven system. The success of a dropshipping store doesn't come from a fancy logo or a clever name. It comes down to one thing: selling a product that people are already dying to buy. So my entire first day was dedicated to that one single task: find a winner. This is where 99% of beginners get it wrong. They pick a product they think is cool or something that they are passionate about and then try to force it to sell. I did the exact opposite. I let the data tell me what to sell. For this, I used my go-to tool, PP Ads. It's an intelligence platform that tells you that lets you see what's already blowing up on platforms like TikTok. Instead of guessing, I would effectively spy on successful ads and find products that were already ranking up millions of views and, more importantly, sales. It's a well-known tool in the dropshipping world for a reason. My process was simple, and you can copy it. I signed up for PP Ads and went straight to their product search. My goal was to find something in high demand, but not something every single dropshipper and their cousin was already selling. I started applying filters, focusing on categories. I was interested in home goods, pet supplies, tech gadgets, and looked for products with ads that had insane engagement. Here's the key. PB ads shows you everything: the ad videos, the engagement rates, even performance trends. I wasn't just looking for a product, I was looking for a proof that it could be sold effectively on TikTok. I spent hours scrolling, analyzing, and looking at the numbers for dozens of products. I checked out their pricing, profit margins, and sales volume. After about 4 hours, I found it. It was a simple problem solving product in the home organizing space. The ads I saw on PP ads had millions of views and comments were a gold mine. Where can I get this? And I need this one. The data was practically screaming at me that this was a winner. I didn't have to guess or hope. I knew it. Now in day two, it's me building my store. With the winning product locked in, day two was all about building the storefront. This is the part that intimidates a lot of people. But between you and me is the easiest part of the whole process. I grabbed the Shopify trial and got to work. I'm no web designer, so I picked a clean, simple, free theme. The goal isn't to win a design award, it's to build a trustworthy store that makes it incredibly easy for someone to click and just buy. If you're looking on how to build a Shopify store, click on the video that pops in your screen. I spent the day whipping up a simple logo on Canva, writing a product description that focused on how it solves the customer's problem, and importing the product from my supplier. I made sure to have high quality images and, most importantly, a video of a product in action right on the page. One of the most critical steps was pricing. I went back to my research on PP Ads to see what competitors were charging. I looked at my costs for the product and shipping and priced mine to give me a healthy profit margin while still being competitive. By the end of day two, the store was alive. It wasn't perfect, but it was clean, professional looking, machine built for one purpose: selling this product. Now, day three is the time to launch and the first cha-ching, which is the money sign. Now, day three, the moment of truth. The store was built, the product was ready, but without customers, it's just a digital ghost town. It was time to run some ads. This is where the fear usually kicks in. You're about to spend real money, and there's no guarantee anyone will buy. You will need some starting capital for this. But I'm not talking about thousands. Most guides suggest a minimum of $100 to $300 to get started with setup and initial assets. But again, I wasn't flying blind. I went straight back to the ads. This time, I used their TikTok ad search to analyze my competitors' video ads. What hooks were they using in the first 3 seconds? What music? What text? I broke down their entire strategy. Armed with this intel, I created 3 different video ads. I kept them simple, fast paced, and looking like native TikToks. I launched my first campaign with a modest budget of $50 per day, targeting a broad audience based on insights I've gathered. And then I waited. The first few hours were nerve wracking. Clicks were coming in, but no sales. The doubts started creeping in. Did I pick the wrong product? Is my store garbage? Then late in the afternoon, it happened. My phone made the most beautiful sound in the world. The Shopify ding notification. My first sale. It was only for $39, but it wasn't about the money. It was proof the blueprint actually worked. And look, I can't stress enough how critical that product research phase is. It's the foundation for everything. The only reason I had the confidence to spend money on ads on day 3 was because of the data I got from PP ads. If you want to skip the guesswork and use the exact tool I did to find my winner, I'll leave a link to their free trial in the description below. It really does change the game. At day 4 and day 5 is when I started optimizing and scaling up. The first sale feels amazing, but day 4 and 5 are where the real work begins. This is where you go from a lucky first sale to building a predictable system. I woke up on day 4 to a few more sales and had trickled in overnight. It was working. I immediately jumped into my ad manager. One of the 3 videos ads was crushing it, while the other two were duds. The winner had the lower cost per click and was responsible for all the sales. So I made a quick decision. I shut off the 2 losers and pushed the entire budget to the winner. You can't be emotional about it. You just have to follow the data. I spent these 2 days glued to my screen watching the ad performances. I also hit my first real challenge. My supplier messaged me about potential shipping delays. Instead of panicking, I created a transparent shipping policy page on my store and set up automated emails to keep customers in the loop. Always be transparent. It builds trust. Again, if you don't know how to do this, watch the video that pops in your screen. You'll see exactly how this works. By the end of day 5, revenue was starting to climb. We just crossed the $500 mark. Ad spend was going up, but the profit was healthy. The machine was humming, and now it was time to pour some gas on the fire. Now we're in day 6 and 7, the final push. The last 2 days of the challenge were a complete blur. The goal wasn't just to get sales more, it was to hit the ambitious $1,000 or $1,500 target. With a proven video ad and a solid grasp of my numbers, I started to scale the ad budget. I mean, scale aggressively. I went from $50 per day to 100 to 150, then to 200. I won't lie, it was terrifying. Spending that much in a single day is nerve wracking, but I trusted the data. Every dollar I was putting in was bringing back $3 or $4 in revenue. The phone was buzzing nonstop with cha-ching notifications. It was addicting. Day 6 was our first $1,000 day. Seeing that number on the Shopify dashboard was feeling I will never forget. On day 7, the final day, I let the winning ad run full throttle. I spent the day fulfilling orders and handling customer service, making sure everything was running smoothly. As the final hours ticked down, I just saw refreshing analytics and over, watching the revenue number creep closer. And then, just before midnight, we hit it. The final result, after 7 days of pure focus, the final breakdown in total, we generated $1,587 in revenue. Of course, revenue is for vanity, profit is for sanity. So let's look at the real numbers. Cost of goods was about, say, $520. Total TikTok ad spent was about, say, about $280. Shopify payment fee was about $39. $32, I mean, yeah. After all the expense, the net profit in my bank account at the end of 1 week was about $1,000 and $1,007. Almost one This is almost $1,500 of pure profit in 7 days, starting from scratch with a clear plan. So was it easy? No. It took hard work and a willingness to take calculated risk. But was it complicated? Absolutely not. The blueprint is dead simple. Find a product that's completely already selling using the data like PP ads, build a clean, trustworthy store, and create ads based on what's already proven to work. That's the formula. This challenge proved to me, and I hope to you, that you don't need to be a marketing genius or have a massive budget to make it in dropshipping in 2025. You just need a proven process. You have to stop guessing and start using data. This isn't about luck. It's all about strategy. Of course, results can vary. You have to be prepared for things like customer returns or supplier issues, but the opportunity is real. If this video helped you out, do me a favor and hit the subscribe button and let me know in the comments what challenge I should take on next. Thanks for watching.